Hey guys, welcome back to another tier list video on the library of Ruina. This is the key page tier list video on the Impuritas Civitatis. I only have the ensemble fight and of course that's the Hana Association fight. I'm not sure if you get the key pages for the distorted ensemble fight. I feel like you do, but it doesn't show up it doesn't actually show up as a key page that you can equip. So I don't have it here, but we will just go over these and see what key pages are good that you can use for fighting the either fighting Roland, Angela, or fighting the distorted ensemble. Let's start off with the Hana Association. Of course, the first two, I feel like I'm not gonna go over all of their passives because they have a lot of reading. But the 4 trigrams, it's a really good passive that you can buff yourself, but you do have to remember to buff yourself. I do sometimes forget to buff myself, and then I don't get the benefit from this. But it's like Yan's passive, but only for self buffing instead of buffing others. It's good. It's decent, maybe not so decent as to be using it for another character, but definitely good enough. Either you use like Olivia is probably one of the best one to be using. Miranai and Harold are kind of just you can use them like okayish, but I would put it like this. I mean, D tier at this point, D tier is like it's good. It's a good page. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a good page, but compared to old authors, everything is so powerful at this point. We have the sales page. We have like, Red Mist. We have Purple Tear, Young. A lot. What else is there? Nikolai. Mil, Maxim, Rudolph, like the index proxies, Esther, Hubert, Gloria, I think they're all good pages. The thumb, Kalos page, like they're all good pages that are like they all have their unique charm to them. They all have their unique like that one thing that makes them very good. But for Herald, it's like, what are you really good at? Maybe all for Hana is good, but it's just a passive. 4-point passive. This just attribute this page to another page instead of actually using the page itself. But for Olivier, it's a different story because Olivier does have the 12 fixers. Boosts the minimum roll value of all dice by +2 at emotional level 3 or higher. Also boosts the maximum roll value of all dice by 1. Yeah, that is part of it, and then that's the reason that makes Olivier so much better than the other two. And I think I will put it on A here, and then this obviously there's no use for that. I mean, if there's no use for Herald, there's no use for the general page. And then we move on to the ensembles. Actually, out of all of these ensembles, Philip is probably the most difficult in the early floors, the bottom floors, and then Pluto, and then Argalia, of course, are pretty difficult. I think I will put Philip, Aline. Their smoke still continues to be really good. Philip, it's burn at this point. Burn decks. You pair Philip with Cell, and then they're just very good pages. you can stack a lot of burn on the enemies. And then we have this. What is this? This is just a general page, not really. And then like the shark with the bleed. You can actually use this bleed, but I'm not sure if he has that downside to him. I'm not probably not. The downside to him like being the taking more damage when he has bleed. When using a melee combat page, if target has bleed, offensive dice on the page gain +1 to 2 power. Yeah, just a bleed deck. I use this. It's okay. Like okay. Yeah, the clown Oswald. When using a combat page with 3 or more different types of non-counter dice, all dice on the page gain +1 power and deal +1 damage. It's very specific, and it's only +1 power. It might not be that good. It's okay, but it's like, like why am I using this? Similarly with the puppets, well, why? Not really necessary. I will put it here. You can put red mist page on Tanya just to get that extra speed, infinite dice. But her passive is the guts that resurrects her after she dies once. But it's like, if you already died once, maybe you're gonna die again. Like, I think at this point you want something that is like a really good offensive passive or a really good defensive passive. This is you're just prolonging the inevitable. It is considered a defensive passive, but you just have 200 health instead of 100 health. It's not that much different compared to the enemy having at this point having like 1,000 health. If you need like something that is good, that can actually do something to the enemies. Here, yeah, what's her name? Elena, right? Elena, the recover health. If the character recovers 3 or more health in a single scene, gain 1 strength next scene. So, I mean, recovers health and whatever, not really necessary. Pluto, otherwise, contracts. I actually never played around with contracts, but I heard that it's a little bit finicky, but it can be good. So I will put it on B. Argalia though, it's pretty decent, pretty good. Like, obviously Argalia will go up there, but I do have Roland here as well. So Roland, the Black Silence page. I mean, if you think about it, Roland, there is a YouTube video out there that used Roland against Argalia and just soloed him without using any passive attributions. But still, like, is his page, like, are his pages good? I'm not sure. I'm kind of iffy about that. Maybe I should put it here and this here, like this, because even though these guys, Argalia and the Black Silence page, are good, they're obviously like good pages. Like, compared to the versatility of burn and smoke, you can put the smoke deck in any team and it would do just as well as like another team. So, and then for the burn, it's also like you have to pair it with Sail, but you just need to pair it with Sail, and then you can put Sail and Philip into any team, and any team would work with this. I mean, but for Argalia, It's like Argalia needs that vibration thing to set up, and as a page, it's good, but it's like it just lacks that. There's a little bit finicky involved. Anyways, that was the Impuritas Civitatis fight, not fight level. I think this should be good. And yeah, at this point, every single page you can work with every single page, and they should yield some results. And I mean, at this point, all of them are just really good. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider subscribing to this channel and liking the video. Other than that, see you guys tomorrow for another Project Moon video. And if you want to check out my other tier list videos, there is a playlist right beside this video that has all of those tier lists. So click on that and I will see you guys there. Peace.